Hello, this is math lesson video 10-2 for Friday, December 11th, 2020. If you need to pause the video at any time to answer any questions your student may have or the video may have, you can do so at any time. Okay, let's get started.
Look at the place value blocks that show 23. You have used place value blocks to add 10. You can also use mental math to add 10. Find 23 plus 10. How can you add 10 mentally? When adding 10, you should look at the tens digit. What is the tens digit in the number 23?
Select your answer.
Okay, we're looking at the tens digit in the number 23. Well, if you look at the 3, there are 3 ones. Now, if you look at the 2, there are 2 tens. So which number would be in the tens place or the tens digit? It would be the 2.
The tens digit in the number 23 is 2. What is the tens digit in the number 10? The tens digit in the number 10 is 1. What basic fact do you know that can help you add 23 and 10? You know 2 plus 1 equals 3. So 23 plus 10 equals 33. Use mental math to add.
Think about the numbers in the tens digits and the ones digits.
33 plus 10 equals 43. 43 plus 10 equals 53. And 53 plus 10 equals 63. As the first addends increase by 1/10 each time, how do the sums change? Which digit changes in each sum? The sums increase by 10 each time. The tens digit changes in each sum. Now you know how to use mental math to find 10 more than a number.
Okay, you need to be in your math workbook volume 2 and you need to be on page 549. Okay, let's read the directions and get started here. The directions say use blocks to solve each problem. What pattern do you see in the totals? Okay, so let's do 15 plus 10. Now, if you have your blocks at home, you might be able to use them to do this. You should have enough, at least for the first one, or the first two. Okay, so if we do 15, I'm just going to draw a long, and we all know that this is worth 10. And then 5 ones. So then we will have 15 in all. So this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, plus 1 long, okay, which is worth 10. Okay, so all we have to do is count these up to figure out what 15 plus 10 is. So we always start with the tens first. Start with the bigger numbers first. Okay, so we'll start with the longs. 10, 20, and then we count on by ones because these are worth 1. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 15 plus 10 is 25. Now, if you look at the tens place in 15, there's a 1 there. And there is a 1 in the tens place in 10. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. And then 5 plus 0 equals 5. And that's how we got 25. So really, the number in the tens place in 15 just went up by 1. Because anytime you add 10 to something, the tens place will go up by 1. Okay, so let's look at 34 plus 10. And let's not use cubes this time. Let's just try to do it mentally. Okay, so 34 plus 10. Look at the tens place. There's a 3 and a 1. So the 3 and 34 will go up by 1 because we're adding 10. So what is 1 more than 3? 4. 3 plus 1 equals 4. And then we'll look in the ones place. There's a 4 and a 0. And we know that 4 plus 0 equals 4. So 34 plus 10 equals 44. Now, if that is tough for you, go ahead and use your cubes. You can also use your number grid. Your number line probably doesn't go up this high. So if you want to use your number grid that goes to 100 or 120, you can use that. And that'll get you the same answer. It just takes longer. Okay, try the third one by yourself, and then we'll go through it here in a minute. Okay, 49 plus 10. Okay, let's look at the tens place. There's a 4 and a 1. So since we're adding 10, the ones or the tens place where the 4 is at should go up by 1. So what is 1 more than 4? It is 5. And then we know 9 plus 0 equals 9. So 49 plus 10 equals 59. Okay, if you're good there, turn to the next page. Look at the top. It's the guy from the video just showing you what they did when they added 10. The number in the tens place, it just went up by 1. But the number in the ones place, it stayed the same because you're adding 0 to it. So all 3's here in the ones place. Okay, let's look at numbers 1 and 2 here. Let's read the directions. Use mental math to solve the problems. Okay, they did 25. So trace this. Let's count up the cubes and make sure that there are 25 here. Now these are long, so these are worth 10, so we have to start by counting by tens. So 10, 20, and then we count by ones because these are worth 1. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so that's correct. Plus, there's 1 long here, and we know that 1 long is worth 10. So trace the 10. So if we look at the 2 in the tens place and the 1 in the tens place here, we know that 2 just has to go up by 1. So 1 more than 2 would be 3. And then if you look at the ones place, there's a 5 and a 0, and we know that 5 plus 0 equals 5. So the answer is 35. Now, to be sure, let's count up all of these cubes and make sure that it equals 35. Okay, we're going to start by counting the big numbers first, which are the longs, and they are worth 10. Ready? Go. 10, 20, 30, and then we'll count the ones. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So the book was correct with 35. Okay, try number 2 on your own, and we will go through it here in a minute. Okay, if we look at the first part in number 2, we have 1 long and 2 cubes. So let's count it up and see how much that is. Start by counting by tens. 10, and then count by ones. 11, 12. So 12 plus, there's 1 long here, and we know that 1 long is worth 10. Okay, look in the tens place. There's a 1 and a 1. The tens place is going to go up by 1, but everybody knows what 1 plus 1 is. That is 2. And then if you look at the ones place, there's a 2 and a 0, and 2 plus 0 equals 2. So let's count up the cubes and see if that equals 22. All right, start with the longs first. 10, 20, 21, 22. So 22 is correct. All right, if you're done with that page, please look at the next page. Your homework is to do numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then the bottom part, number 12 here, is optional. If you'd like to do it, you can. If you do not want to, you do not have to. Now, when you get down to these problems that don't have the cubes shown, you can use your cubes if you have enough. If not, you can use your number grid that goes to 100 or 120. You can also use the strategy where the number in the tens place just goes up by 1 if you're adding 10. Okay? So do this page 1 through 11 and number 12 if you want. You don't have to do the bottom. Once you are done with that, if you want some extra problems to do, you can do the next page, some of those, 552. You can do a few on page 553 and a few on page 554, if you would like. Those are always good to get some extra practice with. When you're done with your workbook pages, you need to do the quick check on the Savas website. Please do not forget to do those. I don't want you to get behind. And that's it for today. Thank you.